Good morning. Thanksgiving Day. Oh my God, welcome to my kitchen. And I have a lot of cooking to do today. So I thought I'd just bring you guys along. That's my kitchen. Get used to it. I'll be vlogging all in December. You'll be seeing it a lot. And that's my coffee maker. It's making me coffee. The one thing about getting up about 3 o'clock in the morning every day, 3, 4 in the morning, is that I get to see the sunrise in the desert, which is nice. And as long as I have my coffee, I'm good. One of our Thanksgiving traditions is to have Belgian waffles for breakfast. And I do that on purpose because it keeps people out of my kitchen while I'm cooking during the day, you know, from sampling the food before dinner. I'm actually going to wait an hour and let the turkey come to room temperature. It's defrosted and it's really ready to go. It is an organic turkey and free range and hormone free. Well, it's 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm making the turkey rub. So, like any good cook, I don't measure anything. So we're going to put in some basil, some parsley, some thyme, onion powder, if I can get the onion powder open, we got some garlic powder, some pepper. One year I was making the turkey and I accidentally put in, and I didn't realize it, cinnamon in this. And I put it in the oven. My house smelled great, but we were like, why does it smell like cinnamon? Well, none of us liked the turkey that year. And like the next year, we were watching on television, on like one of those chef shows, and they put cinnamon in on the turkey, and we were laughing because we just thought it was awful. Now, that was one of the big chefs to go dig out the paprika, not the cinnamon. Okay, we're checking. It's paprika. The spice rub smells really good. It smells like it needs something else. Maybe more onion powder. Okay. We got my turkey. It's been cleaned out. Now to the bottom, I add my onions. That'll go with the juice to flavor that up. And somewhere in here I have some minced garlic. I don't have much, but I have enough. I have just enough for the other side. Now I've just touched garlic, touched onions, my lemon tree. Pull a couple of leaves off. You can see I still have a little lemon there. There's some lemons in there. Okay, so I'm making the waffles now for breakfast. And we're going to add 3 cups of the Belgian waffle mix, 1.5 cups of water, 1/3 cup of oil, and then you mix. Oh, And 2 eggs. It helps. Okay. And my waffle pan is all set up. And it's nice and hot. Close it, and then you spin it. And then it takes about 3 or 4 minutes and you have gorgeous Belgian waffles. Now look how nice that is. It's kicking up a little bit outside. Look at the water in the pool blowing around. How you feeling?
Better.
Good.
Or we're still waking up from a food coma.
The bone?
No, Derek's not here this year.
All 3 dogs just perked up? Okay, that's about as far as I can go.
How you feeling?
Better.
Good.
Or we're still waking up from a food coma.
But you gotta groom them. Yeah. Summertime, I shave it down into Jess, a couple of times she'll do it. So she does.
Well, it's the day after Thanksgiving, and things got a little hectic in the house, and I didn't have time to continue to blog. In fact, I lost my phone at one point, and I couldn't find it. And then my guests, we had a couple more guests that we weren't expecting. And, you know, it was like last-minute things, so things got crazy. Today, I'm going to be organizing my craft room into more of an art studio instead of a craft room. I do a lot of different things, but not a lot of things a lot of the time. So I'm going to put away some of the supplies that I have here today that I don't use that often, which will free up room for my new pencils. So that's going to be my day today, and tomorrow I will start with more coloring videos. So everybody take today, relax, and have a good day. My house is trashed. Oh my God. The table, I'm starting to clear out my craft room so you could see even my table here and the bar is getting filled with stuff. So, Puff's eating. He's down there. He's eating. Making a mess out of his food. And there's my dog, Charlie. He's old. He sleeps on an old, comfortable blanket. I guess he likes to squish up into it. He took it over. We didn't give it to him. He just took it over, and then we decided at the end, I'd just give it to him. So you could see him in there. But, okay, so today we're going to start. Today I'm going to be cleaning. So, I will see you guys later. My kitchen is a disaster. My floors are, oh my God, look at my floors from yesterday. It is bad. I've got black marble, so they pick up footprints really, really quick. So I didn't even finish completely cleaning, so I have a lot to do. This is our fish Celeste, and as you see, she's pregnant. So we're looking forward to her babies. And she's named after Prismatic Addict. So last year, I spent a lot of time during the holidays redecorating my craft room. I'm fortunate that I do have my own space to be creative. And I went on Pinterest and I went onto some of these decorating videos that are on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I'm going to set it up so that it's beautiful and inspiring. And what I did was create a very pretty space. But throughout the year, I discovered yet again it was not functioning the way I wanted it to function. It happens. I found a lot of the doodads and decorative items that I put around the room became encumberancing. They started to close in on me. And I'm really, how can I describe myself? I'm not materialistic. I don't like to be surrounded by things that are meaningless, and a chicken and a duck that I put up on my shelf don't really have that much meaning to me. I like things that are accessible, easy. I like my workspaces to flow and be organized in a way that I can get a little messy, but it won't turn into a complete disaster. So now this year I find myself emptying out my craft room again and trying to find a new solution for the things that are inspiring me now. I'm doing a lot more YouTube, a lot more coloring than I did in the past, where I did painting and I did resin and I sewed. I did a lot of other things in the past. I'm also lucky enough to have a lot of space outside my room. I have a pretty big house, and I've afforded 2 closets, well, actually 3 closets, just for my crafting materials. So, I'm going to be taking a lot of stuff out, and I'm going to bring in only the stuff that I use, which is probably going to empty my craft room out and make me look like I'm not using this space as a craft room. But what I'm going to put in this room is going to be very, what I'm going to put in this room is going to be the things that I use on a daily basis. And really, that's all I need to surround myself by. I've always lived in a big house ever since I was a kid. And I've always loved small, cozy spaces. Someday I'm in love with those tiny houses. I would love to live in a tiny house. That would be my dream retirement place to live, in just something that was small, cozy, easy to clean, and minimal. Unfortunately, I don't live with minimalists. I could personally be a minimalist, owning only the things that I use. But unfortunately, I live with my husband and my family, and they don't seem to feel the way I do. So in my personal space is the only place I can be minimal. And I'm going to try that out for the year. Just surround myself with the things that I use. So today, I am clearing out my entire room down to the bones, and I'm only going to bring back the things that I'm using. My pencils, my video equipment. The way it's set up now, I don't even have room for my lights. I'm using a little lamp, and I have a full lighting setup that I spent a lot of money on, and I don't use it because it's inconvenient. So what I need to do now is create a space that's convenient. What I had in my craft room last year that I miss very much is I had a bed in here. And it was not my bed. It was like a bed that I was using for guests, and I found myself that if I wanted to take a nap, I don't have to leave the room. And it's not that I don't want to leave my room. It's just that if I'm downloading something and I want to take a little bit of a power nap, instead of falling asleep in my chair for, 20 minutes, a half hour, I was able to lay down on a really super comfortable bed. So I want to bring that back into the room. I don't take it out of my garage and make that more comfortable so that I'm actually surviving in the space that I'm in. I had a brand new desk last year that I really loved. It had all these nooks and crannies, but the way I have my space set up, I can't get to those nooks and crannies because they're behind things, and I have to twist and climb over things. And as I'm twisting and climbing over things, I'm finding that I'm dropping my pencils, which is not good. And I'm knocking things off my desk because the space is just not large. And it is a large enough space, but I've got too much stuff. So that's going to completely end today. What Brenda did for me with the pencils inspired me so much. I could bring you guys all new art. I did try them out. They feel a lot like the Polychromos. Not exactly. Some of them are different, of course. But the colors are so beautiful, and I was studying them, and I'm like, they're really not that different. They're just more than the Prismacolors that I was using, and more is always better when it comes to color in my eyes. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. What I'd like to know from you guys is, what pencils do you own? I've always assumed that people were owning the Prismacolors, and I've stayed with the Prismacolor specifically because I wanted to help you guys out. And if I was doing it with the Prismacolors and you guys had the Prismacolors, it wouldn't be that frustrating for you. Because if you don't have a specific color, how can I tell you to use a specific color? But what I slowly discovered in the time that I've been doing this is people own a lot more pencils than just the Prismacolor. So what I'd like to know, especially from my regulars who do watch me every day, I want to be able to accommodate everybody. Once I know this, I'll be able to get a better idea of how I want to take the lessons that I'm bringing to you on a daily. So let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with an art studio. Take care.